Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I'll explain you how the price of gold has moved in the last 2 days and how the price of gold can move in the next 2 days. If you look at the chart of gold, what we have seen, gold is trading at a level of $2039.07. Okay. If you look at from previous 3 days, there is a continuous upside we have seen, and for this particular we have seen it is trying to go down. As you can see, a red candle is forming. Okay, overall trend is upside as we have seen after making a low of around $18-12. It is continuously on the upside. Okay, and it has already made a high of around $2145. This is the high it has made and a low of around $18-12. This two things you have to remember, because this is the period from October of 23 till in the month of November. We have seen this upside and both high and low point has come, and after that there is a continuously on the upside and it is moving in this zone. Okay, if you look at after pandemic, what we have seen in the price of gold, that it is trying to create a pattern, and this pattern is being repeated continuously. If you look at from 8 years back, there is a pattern from 2012 to 2020. Similar, these two patterns are forming from 2 years 8 months. Okay, and this is a small pattern we can see. Now if you look at this particular trend, if the price started going above a level of $2059, a further upside movement we can see. But if you look at this particular trend, chances will be very high that if the price started moving below this particular zone, as you can see looking at this particular chart, if the price started falling below this level, a probability of going towards 2031 we can see, and from there a probability of going towards 2027. Okay, once the price started falling below 2027, a further fall we can see. Okay, so now before I move ahead and explain you where the price of gold can move in the next 2 days, if you have any doubts, you can mail me at stockmarkettradinglab@gmail.com, and one more mail ID in the description. And please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a telegram link also given in the description. You can join that too. Okay, look at this particular trend. Okay, it is trading at a level of $2039.19. Okay, opposite U pattern is forming here, and this particular pattern is also forming. So trend towards downside we can see there is expected much. Okay, till the time it is not moving above a level of 2057, we will not see an uptrend. Okay, but if you look at the dollar index also, there is a continuous upside we have seen in the dollar index, and today manufacturing data is coming, so we can see there will be a positive towards in the dollar index. So we can see the dollar can move further upside, okay, which can affect the price of gold also. So we can see a little fall in the price of gold also. Okay, and then we can see there will be a further fall if the price started falling below $2033. Okay, now we can see there is a continuous upside in the DXY, okay, dollar index. So probability of going further upside we can see. And now let's see on the dollar chart. Suppose price didn't sustain, we can see it can move further down, and yes, it can go towards a level of around $27. Okay, and if started moving below this level, a further fall we can see towards a level of around 2011. Okay, once the price started falling below at $2011, a further fall we can see, and it can go further low, and this zone will be moved out, and probability $8. Once the price started falling below this particular support, which is a very strong support, a further downfall we can see towards $20.03. After that, a probability of crossing a level of $20.03, chances will be very high. We can see it will fall below a level of $2,000, and from there the probability of touching a level of around 1997 we can see, and from there probability of going towards 1993. Keep that in mind. There will be a trend break will happen. Chances will be very high that we can see there as soon as it moves below a level of $20.07, a further downfall we can see. It will move below a level of $20.03, and it will probability of touching 1997 will be there. Once the price started falling below 1997, a further downfall we can see towards 1989, and from there a level of around after 1989 we can see a level of 1977. Okay, if the price started moving below this particular zone, a further fall we can see, and from there a probability of going towards 1973. Keep that in mind. There is a clear pattern forming. If the price started falling below a level of $20.08, that there will be a continuous downtrend we can see. Okay, and then we can see it can go towards a level of 1989 also, and then further if the price didn't sustain a level of around $20.07. Okay, now as I have already explained you that market is always uncertain. If you are thinking that the market will move as per you, no, it will not. So you have to understand that always putting your SL is very important. If you are putting your SL, it will save your capital. If you are trailing your SL, it will save your profit. These two things you have to do. Okay, now let's see if the price sustain this level, what we can see. Suppose if the price sustain this level, it can move above towards its next resistance of $20.40.67, $64, and if started going above that particular level, we can see it will touch a level of around 2046.64. Okay, once the price started moving above that particular zone, chances are very high it will go towards a level of 2054. Then it will touch a particular half this particular day, and as soon as it started going above that level, a further upside we can see towards a level of 2058. Okay, once the price started moving above a level of 2058, it will cross a level of around $20.62, which is already being a weak resistance. So chances are high it will cross that level and it will touch a level of around 2072. Okay, and once the price started sustaining above 2072, a further upside we can see towards 2075. Okay, and from there a probability of going towards 2079. Okay, and if the price started going above a level of 2079, a further upside we can see towards a level of around 2084 to a level of 20. After 2084, we can see level of $20.87, and once started going up this level, we will see it will touch this particular high of around 2149, and from there a further upside we can see in the price of gold. Any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I've given the mail ID is also in the description. So hope you like.